All right, here we go with the drone video for really a spectacular property. That's Bull Shoals Lake. We're over the north end of the property. The drone is, I should say, looking northerly at the water. This is a wintertime drone video, so that's why no leaves on the trees. And also it had rained heavily just a couple days before, and that has churned up the lake a little bit. Generally, it's quite a bit more clear than this.
It's 3:15.
It's 3:15, my computer said. Okay, so there's the truck. It's parked toward the end of the easement road, and the property itself is actually on the left side of the truck, and then going forward toward the lake. Check out the maps to really see. This video is only of the northernmost portion of the property, just to give you an idea of how things are situated. Just beautiful. That's the main channel of Bull Shoals Lake on the right. That is State Line Cove on the left. If you check out the listing, you'll see that there's a trail to State Line Cove. If you look toward the end of the cove, you can see kind of where the trail ends. And we've launched boats there and jet skis. It's been great. You can fish from the shoreline. I mean, literally just a few steps from the northern end of the property. So now looking westerly, and as we pan to the south, we'll actually get a better look at. Oh, we didn't pan to the south. Okay. Well, the thing is that this particular tract, this is a very large tract, one of the bigger ones out here, and it was comprised of a couple separate tracts that were put together. And this video itself is actually only of the northernmost tract, so you're only seeing a small portion of this 8-acre property. Nice big mature timber, mostly hardwood, some cedar as well, a few pine, I'm sure. Gorgeous property. Wintertime drone videos, we like to do them even though every property shows better in the summertime with the leaves on the trees, everything's beautiful and green. Wintertime drone videos are probably the most honest way to really show a property. Not that people are hiding anything with the summertime video, because we do those as well, but wintertime, I mean, any logging, you can see it all when the leaves are off the trees, so it's a great time to take a video of the property. Looking northerly over the property toward the lake. This has an enormous amount of frontage on the take line, so you've got great access to just a ton of shoreline. You've got level areas for building and camping. You've got areas where it slopes a little bit. I mean, check out the listing to see it, but this basically is the top shelf as far as properties go here on Bull Shoals Lake. This is awesome to have this much frontage. And there are properties with take line frontage that, you know, are half a mile from the water. This is literally just feet, just a few feet. I mean, as you'll see toward the end of the video, I think we fly out to the north and then we fly back with the truck parked on the property. So I mean, you've got really good access to all that shoreline. Nice big mature timber all over the place. I mean, this hasn't been logged for decades. Maybe a couple trees for firewood, but we really didn't even see any sign of that on this property. So you're gonna have nice big mature timber here. In fact, when the property's paid for in full, you could harvest the timber if you want to do that, and you've got quite a few bucks in timber there, which is growing daily. So nice little kind of a savings account, I guess. But Bull Shoals Lake is fantastic. This particular section is very popular for bass fishing, for all types of fishing. You can fish year-round. Generally, it just never freezes over. We don't get that cold in the Ozarks. You can float and tube and all that good stuff. It's great for that. So now we're basically over the north side of the property, looking north at the lake. And now we are going to fly out to the north, spin around, and look back at the property. And unfortunately, we'll be looking into the sun. So not only will we have a winter drone video, but we'll have a winter drone video facing the sun. So everything will be leafless and dark. But again, I mean, we just do these to kind of show you how the terrain is, how the area is. And this is as good as it gets in our minds. There's State Line Cove now on the right as we look south. And there's the property right directly in front of us, the property, as we look up there. And again, check out all the maps to see exactly how it's situated. But I mean, I don't know exactly how close, but with just a few steps, really, from the shore here. And it's through the Corps of Engineer land. By the way, you can also hunt on that Corps of Engineer land. So you actually have direct frontage on hundreds of acres of additional hunting land, which is pretty fantastic, as well as access to miles of shoreline. State Line Cove is one place, like I said, that we've launched a pontoon boat and launched jet skis. There's also another natural launch at the very south end of this big private peninsula that we've used as well. And it's a shame the water's so churned up, because normally it's quite clear, but that's what we're dealing with. This is Bull Shoals Lake is fed by a couple different rivers, so if we get a heavy rain, it actually churns up the rivers, and they flow into the lake and kind of churn things up. So just about 2 days after this video was taken, it was crystal clear again. So now we're flying back. You can see the area with no trees. That's because they do raise and lower the water level in the winter and summer. Hence that area with no vegetation there at the shoreline. I think we're just going to kind of drop and come in really slowly here. This was a different drone than we normally use, and we didn't love it. Actually, it was kind of difficult to use, and the videos were a little glitchy. So we have since repaired our main drone because it crashed earlier the day that we took these videos. If you look off into the trees, it's not too far, you can see the red truck, which is parked on the property. And if you look toward the bottom of the middle, you can see a guy standing there controlling the drone. And in just a second, you can see the glitchiness of the video as it jumps forward about 10 seconds. So there you go. But there's the truck that's parked on the northern end of the property. We're looking south. Look just to the right of the truck, about 8 or 10 feet, you see a white stake. That's one of the Corps of Engineer marker lines. So the road actually continues, as you can see there, it continues, and then there's a turnaround on the Corps of Engineers. So pretty awesome. I mean, the Corps of Engineer is open for public usage, but the private roads at Timber Shoals are not. They're only for property owners and their guests. So unless you're a property owner out at Timber Shoals, you're not getting to that section, you're not getting to most of this Corps land unless you happen to come by boat and, you know, pull your boat up and walk out on the shore, which isn't that likely. So the roads are private. The Corps land ends up being very private because it's all private roads to get there. It's just really a unique situation. You can check out the listing at InstantAcres.com. If the property is available, that's where you'll find it. If it's not there, unfortunately, it's sold. We try to get special stuff all the time, but this kind of tops the list. So if you have any questions, let us know. You can call us in the office, or you can email us at sales@instantacres.com, and we would love to talk to you.